Perspective matters. Frankly, I don't think I need to tell you that. You know, how you approach something is going to have a big impact on what you get out of it, whether or not you enjoy it. What's up, everybody? Force here. We're back again to talk some more about Black Desert Online, but fret not if you don't care about this game so much. This really applies to any game that you play, or life for that matter. Your perspective, your approach to something, and what you end up getting out of as a result. So specifically with this game, I've talked about in the past how I've kind of approached Black Desert as like a single player RPG, and I've really enjoyed it as a result. In fact, frankly, if as far as I'm concerned, I'm basically playing The Witcher Online. Between the way the game looks, the big open world, the characters, the environment, so much of it like screams that type of universe, that style. Black what? Desert who? This is The Witcher. But branding aside, yeah, I've been approaching this game a little bit differently than I've approached and played other MMOs before. I think that's certainly partially due to the game design, the way it's structured, but I also think it's just partially due to my mentality about it. So when I've talked about this in the past, I've gotten feedback from people saying that, oh, you're really stupid if you play, well, they use more vulgar language, but they said, oh, you're an idiot if you play like that. You gotta do this and this. You can only fish and grind. Everything else is worthless. It's like, there's a lot in this game. There's a lot to do. There's a lot you can enjoy. Just because you choose not to enjoy it, it's no one's fault but yours, right? And don't get me wrong, I've been in that exact same place. I have critiques about games when viewed through the lens of playing through the most optimal way and trying to get to the top of the leaderboards. I want to be the best PvPer, the number one guy in the arena, most dominating guild vs. guild combatant. I want to be the best crafter or fisher, the wealthiest person on the server. Certainly, when you view games through the lens of trying to min-max, there's always gonna be, this is all you can do mentality. But that's not the only way to play and enjoy games, and we have to remember, these are games. Yeah. And again, I reiterate, I am that person many times in many games, but I've come to find that if I do try approaching games differently, viewing them through a different lens instead of just, well, the only way to be the richest person on the server, which not only one person can be that, but the only way to be up there, to be in the 1% in this video game, to be in the 1%, you have to do this and this and that's it. Everything else basically might as well not exist in this game. Come on. Really? So yeah, you could play this game or any game, beelining it to the end, like I did with The Division, grinding up for the best that's available, and then saying, there's nothing to do. But it's refreshing for me to approach it differently, to play it differently. Hopping into this game, going through the world, which is gorgeous, so I'll be at the pop-in, going through the world, walking to the different towns, enjoying the combat, which is enjoyable in and of itself, going to the towns, talking to the NPCs, seeing what the problems are, trying to help them with it. Oh, you lost your cat? I'll find it. Oh, your chimney's clogged? Well, I don't know why you can't do it, but sure, I'll do it for you. And just approaching it like that gave me a much, much different experience. Now, I want to add, I very recently started to shift, out of paradigm shift. I was like, well, I'm getting, I'm up there to Medea content now. I grinded out to 50, almost 51. Let me start grinding some Blackstones. Let me get some of that good gear that I can sell. Let me level up all my gear and try to max out. Oh, boy. I was hitting it really hard for a couple of days, and then I said, oh, no. I'm not having fun anymore. Isn't that the reason I play games to begin with? I think the competition can really make myself and maybe other people lose sight of what it is about games that we enjoy in the first place. Some people, it's just the competition. I can't do that in this game. It's too much in this game. With basically a never-ending grind, it's too much. It's a little bit different when there's an end in mind and I say, hey, I can reach that level. Hey, I could run that dungeon enough times to get that gear. And then I'm all set to the next expansion. And I will do that with games that have that. But this game, because it's basically a never-ending grind, because it's basically something that you can play 24/7, I have to refuse to be a part of that ecosystem because I can't afford to play it 24/7. My life would be in shambles. I already have a hard enough time with time management. I'm not gonna do that. I got stuff to do, man. I can't. I refuse. So with this game, because of those reasons, partially in mind, I have chosen to approach it different, to have a different perspective. And I think as a result, I am getting so much more out of it. I am enjoying the game a lot more than I probably would otherwise. And maybe that should be a reality check for myself. I'm not trying to project anything here either. It's my YouTube channel. We just come here and we talk about things and we show some gameplay too. But recently we've been talking about a lot of stuff and I really like doing this. And it seems like a lot of people like these videos too, so we'll keep doing it. But yeah, kind of a reality check that, hey, you know, maybe, Dennis, you don't have to approach every game and go super hard until you don't go anymore. Maybe you can draw out the length at which you enjoy it. And there's multiple facets into why I do that. Part of it is the YouTube channel itself. Yeah, I gotta make content. And I like to be up with it. But with this game, for some of the reasons I mentioned, and for probably other reasons I don't even know, I decided to approach it and play it differently. So you're probably not gonna see the most meta strats from me when it comes to Black Desert Online. You won't be seeing the best builds, the best grinding spots. I'll be looking those up from people who are playing 24/7. And I'll be dabbling in those, but also just enjoying the game at my own pace. And this has been nice. It's been refreshing. It's different. It's not my norm, but it's been refreshing. And that's really what I wanted to do with this video, is just to share that with you guys. And maybe say, hey, if you don't usually, give it a try sometimes. Maybe you'll find that you'll enjoy a game more than you would have otherwise. Don't tell me that the Black Desert, all there is to do is fishing and grinding, because that's not true. That is true if all you care about is being the best, but there's a lot more to do if you just decide to take it in and enjoy it. And there's many other games that I probably could have enjoyed much differently had I approached them like this as well. Maybe that's something I'll try at some point in the future. All right, guys, well, that is going to do it for me here today. Thank you so much for joining me as I talk about perspective and how you approach games. Hope you enjoyed the video. Share with me your own perspective in the comment section below. Have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.